What's up, everybody? It is Mama Ro, and this video is a personal vlog. I am officially 6 months post-op from my myomectomy. I'll start by telling everyone what a myomectomy is. It's actually a procedure to remove fibroid tumors on your uterus. Lots of women go through it. It's very normal. If you want to go more in depth about it, you could just Google fibroids and it will pop up myomectomy. But anyways, I had my myomectomy like literally like the last day of October or something like that, like the last week of October. Yeah, so I think I'm just about 6 months. I'm almost there, if not within the next few months. But I just pretty much want to let women know how I feel, where I'm at. Do I feel like the procedure was worth it? So ultimately, I got a myomectomy because I had so many fibroids on my uterus that the doctor thought it was just safe for me to get the surgery if I plan on having children. I have no fertility issues. It's mainly just my doctor was afraid that if I do get pregnant, will I be able to actually bear the child and hold the child without any issues? And if I want to have better quality, I thought it would be a great option for myself. So I'll start off by telling you I got mine by Dr. Molly Strawson at Kettering. For the most part, the prep team was very nice to me. Everybody was super nice, and you know, that part was cool. Now, when I had to stay for about 3 days, the people in there were not the nicest like the nurses, but you know, it is what it is. I got through it. I had the nicest lady. I'll never forget her. She was such a sweet lady. She got me through I had to stay because I lost a lot of blood. And that lady next to me, she just got me. She was an older woman. She's about 50, over 50 years old. And, you know, we just had good talks and we could relate to each other being in pain. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional thinking about it because she really got me. I'm sorry, y'all. That lady was so sweet to me. Because when I went through that process, it was very hard. First of all, the first thing that when you're hearing that it will be hard for you to have a baby, that's already an emotional toll within itself. And thank God I can't have children, but just the stress of not thinking that I would be able to hold a child was very stressful to me. And then losing all that blood and going through all of those emotions and being able to have a friend on the side of me, it really did something for me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm emotional because that was like the toughest time of my life. And the only person that was there for me really was like my friend, a friend of mine, and my mother. My mother was like physically the only person there for me, and I'm just forever grateful for her. And that lady that was on the side of me, you know, she just told me I can do it, push through it, you know, encouraging me to eat because I couldn't eat. I was just so mortified that I was in that position, and it was just a lot going through x-rays, you know, just afraid and thinking like, oh my God, am I gonna be able to have children? It was a stress, like it was so stressful. So anyways, I went ahead and went on with it. Like I said, I had to stay there about 3 or 4 days. I went home. The healing process was torture to me. It felt like my body was burning, like my incision had burned. And I was bored. Like I just had to watch Netflix, and like I stayed at my mom's house while I was healing. So I mean, it was whatever. It was just like really more emotional than anything because like that's the time when you find out who your friends are and the people that's supposed to be there for you, all that good stuff. Fast forward to how my cycles were afterwards. I gotta say my periods are still painful. I don't feel a difference. I do know that the fibroids aren't in my stomach. Like, I know that they're not there. Like, I just can tell. Like, you know, a big difference between feeling like a huge mass right there. My stomach's not bloated like it used to be. My skin has drastically changed. I'm actually PMSing right now, so that's probably why my face is not all of that, and I'm a little emotional. But anyways, I don't feel much of a difference. I'm still tired afterwards, but I really think that that's on me. I just need to do a diet change, take my vitamins and my iron pills like I should. Um, yes, the only thing that still goes on with me, I still have like uterus pain. And it was because I got so many tumors cut out of me that the doctor that I went to about a couple weeks ago, she told me that it's probably just scar tissue and give my body about a year to heal, and I probably will feel all the way better. So ultimately, if your fibroids are not that big, I don't think you really need to do it. I mean, me personally, I don't feel a difference. My period pains are still terrible. My PMS is still bad. I just don't bleed as heavy as I used to. I don't have blood clots like I used to, and that's about it. I never, even when I had my fibroids, I never had like abnormal periods. Like I never had like the longer periods, spotting, or none of that. Like I was always completely fine. It was just the fact that I knew that they were there, and they would just flare up sometimes, and it just gave me issues and problems, and I could actually feel them. So 6 months later, I don't know, ladies, like, no, I don't really feel a difference. The only difference that I really see is that my stomach is super flat. I'm still in pain, and I honestly think up until I go through menopause, like, but that's like a long time for now, that I'm gonna just have bad periods, and it's really like nothing much I could do about it aside of doing a diet change and going vegan to have less painful periods, because I don't want to just keep tampering with my body and making my uterus weak. But I'm excited that I can now go ahead and go along with the pregnancy. So within the next couple years, I'd like to have a baby and, get married and do all that good stuff. So that's where my journey for me is now. I hope my video helped a lot of y'all. And yeah, that's it.